On March 5, 1928, the de Havilland Aircraft Company of England incorporated a subsidiary company in Canada. Over the coming years, this small upstart would become one of the most accomplished aircraft designers and manufacturers in Canadian history. The only aircraft manufacturer in Toronto at the time, de Havilland Canada, or DHC, produced moth aircraft for the Royal Canadian Air Force until they were called on to contribute to the war efforts in 1944. In the post-war years, de Havilland Canada excelled in the commercial market with their all-Canadian designs. Starting by designing a trainer, they were able to afford production of a line of bush planes that would change the world of bush flying forever. The de Havilland line of aircraft excelled at taking off and landing in short distances, making them as indispensable as they were renowned. Their planes sold across the globe. They performed an impressive array of roles that continue to add to their achievements. Thousands of them served on the front lines of conflicts for military air arms, saving countless lives over the course of many decades. De Havilland improved and enlarged on each design.
The first Turbo Beavers went into service in January 1965.
The Twin Otter was born, a perfect fit for small airlines, and was instrumental in developing the regional airline industry as we know it today. In all, more than 800 were built, and today, the Twin Otter is regarded as one of Canada's most successful commercial aircraft. In fact, the Twin Otter is the largest selling 19-passenger regional aircraft in the world. Thousands of de Havilland Canada aircraft remain in active use around the world. DHC aircraft are sought after for the hardest jobs in the toughest places. They never fail to live up to their reputation for versatility and dependability. After more than 75 years and some 3,500 aircraft later, de Havilland Canada stands proudly as a symbol of Canadian achievement. Today, the de Havilland Legacy aircraft begins a new era in Canada's West as Victoria's Viking Air proudly accepts the transfer of the type certificates for 7 legacy de Havilland aircraft, including the Beaver, the Otter, and the Twin Otter. Viking has been working with de Havilland aircraft for over 20 years. No one knows these aircraft better. And with the transfer of the type certificates from Bombardier, a new chapter begins for this Canadian legacy with an experienced Viking team behind it. Viking has established itself in the aviation community as a world-class modification, repair, and manufacturing facility. The Viking Turbo Beaver, with its larger cabin, bigger payload, and superior performance, was Viking's first foray into the major modification arena and has long stood as one of the most sought-after aircraft in its category. With the announcement in late 2007 that the popular Twin Otter will be put back into production, Viking has launched itself as the first aircraft manufacturer in Western Canada and is quickly becoming a major stakeholder in the Canadian aerospace industry. To continue supporting de Havilland customers around the globe and to cover the exponential growth surrounding the launch of the Series 400 Twin Otter production program, Viking has had to rapidly expand from 180 to over 350 employees in less than 2 years. The manufacturing and assembly facilities have also tripled in size, with the addition of a new 84,000 square foot building at the Victoria, BC location, and a secondary final assembly facility in Calgary, Alberta.
Just from a Transport Canada perspective, we had to maintain the same quality, conformity, so that a part that came off the production line to support the fleet, before Viking got involved is the same as when we're now involved. So we had to adopt a lot of their processes. We've modernized processes where we could. I've always looked at it as taking a good thing and just making it better, and maybe wrapping technology in that's available today that wasn't available in the past. And we like to, rather than say we're rebuilding, we're kind of remanufacturing the airplane, and that's really kind of the way I look at it. We are the factory now, and that's what we do.
For Viking, accepting the Legacy de Havilland type certificates is 25 years in the making. It brings with it tremendous promise, opportunity, and responsibility for both the company and for the aviation industry in Western Canada. Viking is committed to providing de Havilland owners and operators worldwide with quality parts and services, and brings an educated and experienced workforce together with a dedication to the historical aircraft to keep the legend alive and flying. Combining the best of history and design with modern technology, Viking will continue to provide the aviation market with versatility that works.